How did the Friends stars manage to completely confuse their fans about the upcoming episode? Who's been having nightmares about the show's revival? And why did Jennifer Aniston say that the reunion's delay was a good thing? Hi, I'm Dylan. Let's find out. It's finally happening! After years and years of waiting, we finally get to see our favorite actors all together again. Could we be more excited about it? The special reunion episode was filmed in the second week of April, and soon enough, it will air on HBO Max. There are a few things that they don't know we know, they know we know about the reunion. First of all, you might expect to see some of the famous props. For example, according to some of the photos posted on social media, the whole thing will be happening outdoors with the famous fountain as the background. That's right, the one the cast splashed around in for the show's intro. We'll also see the iconic orange couch, and Monica's empty picture frame will also be featured somewhere. Oh, and the show's original production designer, Greg Grand, shared photos from the reunion set that revealed Monica's recreated living room. It has everything, from the purple walls to the turquoise cabinets. Initially, the plan was to film the entire thing in front of a live audience, just like they did throughout the whole series. However, due to the safety measures, this was changed. There was a live audience while shooting the reunion, but it was much smaller than initially planned. It was mostly comprised of paid actors who were all tested prior to the filming. Sure, it's too bad that there were so few audience members, but the upside to this is that there's less risk of spoilers. The only thing we heard from the live audience members was that the reunion is so awesome that it's worth the wait. I can well believe it. The lead actor's talking. Although most of the show's stars never wanted to make a reunion or reboot, we'll get back to why exactly later, they seem to be happy to be back on set. Matthew Perry, for example, made a classic Chandler move and decided to amuse the Friends fans. He posted a photo of himself in a makeup chair and captioned it, "Seconds before eating a makeup brush, not to mention reuniting with my friends." For some reason, he soon deleted this post. But here's the main question we all have. Will we see the beloved cast as the characters they played for 10 years? According to some of the actors' answers, no, we won't. But yes, we will? Confused? Yeah, me too. Just see what David Schwimmer shared with Graham Norton. "We're not in character, we're all ourselves, the real people," he said. But to make things perplexing, he added, "But there is one section I don't want to give away where we all read something." Okay. His co-star Jennifer Aniston wasn't much clearer than him either. "I will not be Rachel, although I kind of am," she shared. Well, we're all sort of little fragments of them. Not really, but yeah. What? Feels like my head's gonna explode trying to figure it out. Guess all we have to do now is wait for the reunion to finally air to settle all this confusion. And meanwhile, let's see, why didn't it happen sooner? After all, the Friends reunion or reboot speculations have been going on ever since the series ended in 2004. But when people asked the main actors, they'd always said that they didn't want to come back to play the gang. Matt LeBlanc used to say that it wasn't a good idea to return to his character all these years later. They would all have moved on from that period, so it just wouldn't be the same, he shared. David Schwimmer revealed that he didn't want to see the Friends characters getting old. "The thing is, I just don't know if I want to see all of us with crutches and, walkers. I doubt it," he commented. Well, I'm not sure any one of them would need crutches, but I get his point. Lisa Kudrow said that if the show continued, she had no idea what it would be about, and she was sure that it wouldn't be that interesting. Courteney Cox also shared that she didn't see it happening. And Matthew Perry even said that he had a nightmare about the Friends reunion. "When I'm asleep, I have this nightmare that we do Friends again and nobody cares," he revealed. Wow. Meanwhile, Jennifer Aniston was the only one who was at least a little bit open to the idea of the reunion. And it was not only the actors who had to repeatedly deny the rumors about reboots and a Friends movie, the showrunners had to as well. Not too long ago, Marta Kaufman and David Crane said at the Tribeca TV Festival that the characters were in a different place with their own families, and no reunion or reboot would ever happen. I'm not sure exactly what changed their minds. Maybe it was the unofficial reunion the actors had at Courtney's house about 2 years ago. Remember the first photo Aniston ever posted on her Instagram that even broke a record? That's where it was captured. The actors had a lot of fun together, and they soon started thinking about getting back together on the screen. Then rumors started to swirl about the reunion once again, and last year the new special episode was officially announced, and the plan was to film it in March 2020. Fans were super excited. But then the virus came. The production was pushed back quite a few times. Sure, there was always an option of making the whole thing virtual and filming it without any audience at all, but no one wanted to do it that way. And absolutely no one wanted the Friends reunion special to turn into a Zoom call with 6 squares on the screen and the actors shooting from their living rooms. Yeah, that would have been a shame. So it makes sense that they decided to wait for the situation with the virus to become a bit more stable. But it took so long that some of us started to think it was never gonna happen. And still, according to some of the Friends, the delay was a good thing? In an interview with Deadline, Aniston said how she saw a huge silver lining to this situation. This has also given us more time to make it even more exciting and more fun than it would have been, so I choose to see it as the glass is half full that it got postponed, the actress explained. Of course, all of the Friends stars were also concerned about safety, and they were ready to wait for as long as necessary to ensure that the filming wouldn't affect anyone. It's just really a question of when will be the safest time to do it, Schwimmer once commented to Entertainment Weekly. Still, some fans started worrying about the whole thing because of all these delays. They probably thought that the actors would change their minds and decide not to do it. But they were wrong because the cast was already super excited about the reunion, and nothing could stop them anymore. No audience has seen us together since the show was over, Lisa Kudrow said. It's really fun. And Courteney Cox was also looking forward to the event. We really haven't all done that and actually sat there and talked about and reminisced about this incredible experience that we had. It's gonna be fantastic, the actress shared. So probably Aniston was right and the delay was actually a good thing. It allowed them to come better prepared and hopefully make the special episode even funnier. And it also tested the patience of the fans who still want to know what to expect from the reunion. The last time the Friends actors were together on the screen was in 2016. Back then, Matthew Perry couldn't join because he was doing a play in London. And whether it was because the funniest member of the gang wasn't there or because the cast wasn't ready to meet and have fun, but that reunion wasn't very good. In fact, it was rather awkward. The actors were asked weird questions, such as whether they had to sign a contract not to sleep with one another. And while everyone was trying to laugh it off, David Schwimmer was just sitting silent throughout most of the event. So it's safe to say that we expect the upcoming reunion to be much better. It's not going to be a Friends revival or reboot of the show. Rather, it will be a nostalgic special episode where all of the original cast will look back at the show and share some of the most memorable moments from the days of filming. It's not us playing our characters. It's not an episode. It's not scripted. It's 6 of us coming together for the first time in I don't know how long, Lisa Kudrow stated. But as we understand from the cryptic messages shared by Aniston and Schwimmer, there will probably be some part where they will get to reprise their characters, at least for a while. Maybe they'll show us a few sketches of how Rachel, Ross, Chandler, Monica, Joey, and Phoebe are doing these days. We can only guess for now. But hey, the most important thing is that it has finally happened. The gang got back together and filmed the special reunion episode of Friends. So we've just got to have a little more patience, and we'll get to see it with our own eyes very soon. If you liked this video, watch another one we made about the Friends cast's relationships in real life. And stay awesome!